1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8.
Johnny Lamb Jones. Wide receiver. As a season ticket holder of the Jets, I'm going to fool Ken O'Brien of California Davis.
Obviously, the Jets know something that, the people up there don't.
Fullback. Hello. Roger Vick. Jeff Lageman.
Jets just don't understand the dress all back.
Blair Thomas, running back, Penn State. Johnny Mitchell. The New York Jets select tight end from Penn State, Kyle Brady. Vernon Golson.
Cleveland traded the 5th pick to the New York Jets. And with the 5th pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, New York Jets select Mark Sanchez.
D. Milner.
Geno Smith. Jets select quarterback Christian Hackenberg.
Sam Darnold.
The New York Jets select Zach Wilson.
Future Pro Bowler, Elijah Moore.
Michael Carter, running back.
Well, hey, everybody. How we doing tonight? I am psyched to be here with you guys tonight. Tonight's going to be a good one. I can't wait to get into it and see how mad everybody gets at the choices that we made. But just so you know, I am GreenBean. Welcome to this week's Monday night 10 o'clock mock. Again, man, this is going to be good. I'm so happy that you guys are here. This was one of the most robust pre-show chats that I've seen here in a long time, maybe ever. You guys are rocking it. I want to say hello. Jay Cole and John Hepburn were in here first. What's up, dudes? Gangrene is here. Excuse me. Shownuff will Madden now. Shownuff is here. B2B is here. FOC is back. Jason Valente, what's up, man? Who else we got? Finkelstein's here. Yeah, right on. Ant Jets, Nick Rousseau. Joey Venezia's back. Yeah, you guys are the best, man. I'm not kidding. Wild Billy Boy. Harry's here. What's up, guys? Jeremy's here. Just so you know, Jeremy is supposed to be at a rehearsal dinner. He traveled all the way to San Diego to be in this rehearsal dinner. And he's in here with you guys in the chat. I have a feeling that he's not paying attention to his obligations, Mr. NFL Chaos. Tom Bon Jovi, what's up, man? Good to see you, Steve 232. Matthias Simon, what's up, Matt? Good to see you, buddy. He says it. That's it. Here we go. We're going to rock this one. And it's going to be fun. Stud City. That's right. We are here, bitches. That's right. We are all here. And I can't wait. You know, it's a funny thing, guys. As most of you know, if anybody's new here, welcome. But what I do every Monday morning is I collect, like, during the week, people give me ideas, and some of it comes from my own head, but I put up 4 or 5 options for the theme that we will adhere to for the mock. Every week we do this. Now, somebody said to me, why do you do a theme? Why don't you just do a mock? Well, number one, because that's what everybody else is doing. You know, there's a million mocks, millions of mocks. You guys have all the simulators. You can do that yourself, you know. So what we do here, the original thought about this show was to not only have fun with you guys and, you know, and just get to explore things, but what it was really designed, if you can call it that, in the beginning was I wanted to help educate people on players, like, and that includes myself. Like, there are tons of players that we don't know anything about, and we hear people talking about them, and then you can be inspired to go learn. But the other thing too, and I think more importantly, is it's about trying to see what would happen if certain things took place. Like, for example, in 2020, everybody wanted either an offensive tackle or a wide receiver. You had the CeeDee Lamb guys, you had the Jerry Judy guys, you had the Henry Ruggs guys, and then you had the Becton and the Wirfs crew and the Jedrick Wills. And so what we would do here is we would actually go through the draft, and what if we did take a wide receiver first? What does that do to the rest of the first round, and can we get a competent tackle in the second or third, and vice versa. And it helps to give us perspective. So it's not to be taken seriously. Like people get mad at me about the about the choices. And it's a funny thing, you know, and obviously I know it's not a big deal or anything, but I want you guys to remember that's what this is. It's to have a different perspective. We're trying to create a scenario that allows us to look at, what if we did take a wide receiver at 10? What if we did take a tackle at 10? What does that do to the edge rushers and the linebacker? What does it do? And what if we did make a trade? How does that affect our draft? All that kind of stuff. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to give ourselves a different vantage point. And that's the fun of it. What's up, Mindy Adam? So you guys know Mindy Adam, like B2B and Gitmo Bob, was one of the winners of the Green Bean 5000 contest. And I want to say congratulations again. And I want to thank you guys for being a part of the contest. Mindy Adam, on the other hand, did something very interesting. They donated their shirt to someone else that needs it. So I thought that was awesome, man. And I just wanted to say thank you for doing that. The person who's receiving it is, I haven't seen him here yet, but they are so incredibly psyched about it. It's an overseas person, just like you asked, but I want to thank you for doing that. I think that's really cool. Matt Curtis is here. Ephraim is back. Rob V. So many of you guys are pouring in here. I see the swing maker. What's up with you? Isaac's here. No name. Kyle Ornsby, Joe Brooklyn 88. So many guys. And I'm losing chat by saying hello. So anybody I didn't name, of course, you say, I say hello to you as well. And I'm grateful you're here. And we're going to have fun tonight. So I wanted to just comment on one thing I saw in the chat. I didn't ban Rusty Spooner. Rusty Spooner, I don't even know what happened. I tried to go back through the stream and it's all deleted and everything. What I think happened is somebody complained to YouTube about something Rusty was saying, and YouTube blocked him. So I don't even have the ability to unblock him. I'm going to reach out to YouTube. So I don't know. It wasn't on my blocked list. I would have undid it and talked to him. So I don't know what's up with that. But that's, so you know, Rusty's my buddy. I don't think what he was doing is necessarily cool from what I heard, but it is what it is. So let's go over this. So first we're going to talk about the choices. Let's show you guys what it was that we looked like here. So these were the choices, okay, for this week. Whoops. So we had accept every trade. That got 19%. We had try to trade up to first overall and see what that would have taken to do that. Then we had the three-way trade, which is the trade number 10 to the Broncos for Jerry Judy, and a third. And it was actually a seventh, but I couldn't, I don't know what happened there. But it's a third and a seventh that we got, number 248. And the last option was trade the second-round pick to the Vikings for edge rusher Daniel Hunter. I was surprised to see so many people ask me about that this week. And I was surprised to see 32% of you guys want him, because as we reminded you on last week's Thursday Thick of It, Daniel Hunter's contract or cap hit is $26 million this year. So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think the Vikings eat some of that. There is some dead cap that applies to them, but $26 million, man. I don't want anybody that's worth $26 million unless it's a top 5 quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to pay anyone $26 million. So the one that won, I didn't want to say it, but the one that won is obviously, you can see 42%, the three-way trade. So what that three-way trade is, that's the Daniel Jeremiah rumor from the end of last week, which is that the Denver Broncos might be involved in a trade to try to acquire Aaron Rodgers. So they don't have enough draft capital to get it done. So they would trade us for our first and then be able to package firsts to the Green Bay Packers for Aaron Rodgers. So that's what it is. Again, this is not saying that it's happening. I promise. And that is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that this is going to give us an interesting opportunity to see what our draft now looks like. The first thing, we don't have pick number 10. The second thing, we now have a starting wide receiver, a wide receiver 1. And number 3, we now have an additional 3rd round pick and an additional 7th round pick. So we didn't lose the number of picks. We have a net gain of 1, but it's not 2 firsts anymore, but it's 2 thirds. So now we have the 2 seconds, the 2 thirds, the 2 fourths, the 2 fifths, and a 7th round pick. What do you guys think of that? I know we all wanted a 7th round pick, didn't we? It's too long to go without a pick. So Daniel Faust, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Green upgrade offense. Green upgrade offensive line right side. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that, right, Daniel? We're going to see exactly what, now that we only have 1 first and we already know that we have a wide receiver, let's take a look and see what's available for us, right? Let's see what's there. We might have to rethink it. You know, when you have 2 firsts, that's a luxury. You go, I want to tackle because I can get another guy with pick number 10. Now we don't have that. And now a lot of guys want a wide receiver with pick number 10 anyway. So now we got who would be the best wide receiver in this class. So it's not even up for debate. If he was in this draft, he would be wide receiver 1. Now, that doesn't mean he's definitely the best receiver, but he would be the best. He would be the top prospect. So as Rob V says, he'd give a second for Hunter any day. And his $26 million, Rob? I don't know. I find that difficult. $26 million is a lot of money. That takes away a lot of potential in other areas, man, especially when you can just draft an edge rusher like Thibodeau up in the top of the draft. So how can you say Judy's another Mims, Jim Puck? He had 86 catches his rookie year. And he had like 40 catches or something last year after missing 7 games in the beginning. He came out week 1. He had like 8 catches for 70 yards, something like that. And then he had that ankle, I think it was. And then he came back and had a fine season. Jerry Judy has put it up, man. That guy's no joke. So, all right, let's get in here. We're going to read a couple comments and then we're going to start the mock. Boo, I do like Jerry the Jet Judy nickname, someone said earlier. Yeah. I know. I've got a little bit of tongue-tied. We traveled all day. I'm now in, where am I? I am in Arizona now. But where am I? You remember what town we're in? I don't know where I am. No, but we did. You know where we are? We're about 30 minutes outside of Saguaro, which is actually pronounced Saguaro National Park. And so we drove all day and went to the national park and then came here. And now here I am. So I'm tired. I might look, Teen Bean's here. What's up, Teen Bean? Get out of here now. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start the sim and we'll see what we're going to do. Okay. Let me see what this, okay, that didn't work. All right, here we go. We're going to get the sim. I'm going to share it with you guys. Where is it? There it is. Okay, you guys ready? Let me see here. Yeah, B2B's in on Judy. That's the thing. It's like, to try to say that one of the rookies who are complete question marks is a better bet than a guy who had 86 catches his rookie year. And somebody can look it up. It's something like 40 catches last year, something like that. And after, he played essentially a little more than half the season. I mean, dude, the guy I don't think his talent or any of that's really in question. So it's a good move. Now, would I do it? I don't know. Judy, a 3rd and a 7th for number 10. I would at least consider it. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to let this simulator start doing what it does. Are you guys ready? Okay. So look, we only have number 4 here. You see that? We got pick 4, and then the Denver Broncos are now at 10. Now, in real life, they would be packaging them to the Packers. So the Packers would have it. The Packers would have picks 9 and 10. Right now, the Broncos have 9 and 10. So, but that's what it looks like. And now we have an additional 3rd and 7th as well. Okay, Here we go. It's going to start. I better have made this a 7-round mock. That's what I'm telling you. Did I? Yeah. Okay. I got nervous for a second. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's see what they do. Aiden Hutchinson, Kyle Hamilton, Kayvon Thibodeau. All right, so we have one trade offer. Now, remember, the rules for trade offer is very, very simple. If you want the trade, say yes. If you don't, say no. Now, in the event there are more than one trade offer, what you would do is say no if you don't want it, and yes plus the team that you want to take. Makes it real easy, okay? All right, so Mumtaz checks in. He says, Green Bean, the Draft Network sim is most realistic. Both the rankings, also predictive board, the PFN here, I can always manage to get 20 great players. Well, look, the Draft Network sim doesn't allow you to trade and everything unless you pay, which I'm not doing. So that's what that is. If somebody wants to go ahead and donate the Draft Network, I use the Draft Network. I find it to be a little bit cumbersome as well, a little cloddy. But anyway, this one is the most fun. So, but I agree, the ratings on PFN are cockeyed, definitely cockeyed. But I'm with you. Thanks, Mumtaz. I appreciate it. Okay, so here's where we are. We have pick number 4. The Steelers are offering us pick 20, 52, 84, and next year's second. So that would give us, obviously, pick 20 would be our only first. Then we would have 3 seconds, 3 thirds, and next year's second. So let me see what you guys are saying. I see a bunch of no's. No trade. No. No trade. No. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Jake Klein says, if it was a drop to like 8 or 9, maybe, but 20, they better be throwing in some first. Okay, so we'll deny the trade. Now, we got to talk about the player. So it's going to be between 2 positions, I feel. It's going to be edge, and it's going to probably be you guys want one of the tackles. Now, look at this. This is the first time in a little while that we've seen this. No tackles were taken. So you could theoretically get the best tackle in the class, or at least your first swing at tackle. So let's see what you're saying. Which player do you want? Now let's take a look real quick at the edge rushers here. Well, let's look at the big board real quick. So here's what we got. We got Evan Neal there. We got Andrew Booth there. We got Karlaftis. We got Kenyon Green, the guard. We have wide receivers like Garrett Wilson and Olave. You have Derek Stingley Jr. is there, Charles Cross, Sauce Gardner. They're all here, right? So which player do we want? Now, I'll tell you what I want. Just so you know, I only get 1 vote just like you guys, so I can't override you. But I'm all over George Karlaftis right here. That's my pick. I've been digging into him all week, and I am more than satisfied that guy with Robert Saleh is going to be a stud muffin. My son says he wants Sauce Gardner. So, okay, let me see. So I see an Aquanu, and we'll look. So let's just look at the edges, though, so we can see them. So here's how the edge rushers stack up. Karlaftis, Ojabo, Jermaine Johnson, who a lot of people are falling for right about now. Trayvon Walker, who I'm liking more these days. Cameron Thomas, and on and on and on. Okay, now let's take a look at your tackles. Look, they're all there, and they rated them. Evan Neal. Charles Cross has crept up past Icky, so that's interesting. All right, let me see what you got. Now, don't forget, we got Jerry Judy, and we got that third, so let's see what we're going to do here. Counter. That was for the trade. Okay. Yeah, the nose had it for the trade. Let's see. I know John Amarella says, hey, the rankings will get better after the combine, which is in 1 week. Oh, dude, we got to have some special shows.
What's funny, too, is it's on my birthday, so it's like a birthday combine.
Birthday combine. There you go. All right. Defense wins championship. What's up, DWC? Good to see you, buddy. He says, take Evan Neal. So AM says, take Aquanu. So I'm seeing 4 Neals, 1 Aquanu. I see a Karloftis. There's a 5th Neal. Offensive line. So Edge, Icky, Neal. Yeah, Neal's got it so far up here. Neal for sure. There's only a couple Karloftis. Icky's in second. Well, Tammy, I don't think the best rushers are gone. Only 2 of them are gone. Karloftis is up there, man. If you guys haven't really dug into George Karloftis, you should. Now, I don't love everything about him, but I'm just saying I like him a lot more than 2 weeks ago when I already liked him, but now I did some deep diving on him. Okay. Here come the Karloftis crew. Evan Neal's got it so far, though. Here comes Karloftis. Oh, yeah. You guys, you got to remember, you got to only vote one time. What is this? There it is. The banner. I forgot to put it up there. George Gillen. Wow, so crazy, George. What are you doing? If we take Karloftis, the best edge rusher on the board, at 4, it's an F, just like that. That sounds extreme, my friend. And remember, only a Sith speaks in absolutes. Only a Sith, George. Yeah, J. Cole's voting all over the place. He doesn't listen, J. Cole. Yeah, Evan Neal has it so far. Icky's in second. Karloftis is in third. Yeah, try to only vote once because it's virtually impossible for me to keep up with you guys. All right, Evan Neal's got it. Yep. Yeah. I know. I want Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's Evan Neal. Okay, so Evan Neal has it. You guys win this first round. All right, Evan Neal coming on board. Now, don't forget, we don't have another second. So, another first. So let's watch how the board falls now. Usually we'd be picking in just a few seconds. Karloftis just went right after us. See that to the Giants. There goes Kenyon Green. Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Olave, but that's okay because we got our wide receiver. There goes Devin Lloyd or Jabo. Now remember, we still need an edge. We still need a tight end, obviously. We need maybe a cornerback. We need linebacker for sure, and we need safety. So we got a lot of work to do, my friends. Okay, so here it is. We got a trade offer for pick 35. The Colts want us to go back to 47. They'll give us next year's second for 35 and next year's 5th. The Steelers want back in. They want us to go back to 52 and give them next year's 6th. They will give us next year's 2nd. So again, if the answer is no for the trades, just say no. If the answer is yes, yes, and the team's trade that you want. So the Steelers or the Colts. Here's the Colts one again. I'm not taking these trades. These aren't enough for me to move out of 35. That would be my stance. So don't forget we have pick 35 and 38. Okay, so I see a few super chats, so I'll grab those real fast. Okay. So we're talking about the trades right now. The trades. Okay, Cyril Devine. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Tyler Linderbaum is available at pick 19. Eagles offer pick 19 for the Jets, 2023 and 22 third. Do we accept? Tyler Linderbaum is available at 19. Eagles offer 19 for the Jets, 2023 and 2022 third. Yeah. If I want him that bad, definitely. Well, not definitely, but yeah, I would consider that. Sure, Cyril. I don't think that's too bad. Because then, look, you're looking at this year's third. So essentially you're using this year's third to trade up, and then you lose a third next year. I think that's for a first round pick. I think you do that every day of the week, actually. Okay. So Eminon, what's up? He reminds everybody, hit that like button, everybody. Thank you, Eminon. He says, hit the Wait, maybe he's not saying like button. What is that? He's saying hit the muscle nation. Hit this like. That's what I think, Eminano. I thank you anyway. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do like it. And I appreciate the 2 super chats right there. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to hold on. All right. So it looks like no's. Hell, I even see some hell no's. Dom C. Hey, what's up, Dom C? He checks in. All right. So we're going to say no to the trades. Now, let's take a look at the big board and see what they got. They got Kenny Pickett up top for anybody wanting a quarterback. We also have Cameron Thomas, the edge. That's their top edge rusher right now. Let's take a look at how the edge rushers were decimated. Cameron Thomas, Drake Jackson, Sam White. Like, look at this. Now, we still have Boye Mafe. We still have Abikati and My J. Sanders and Enigbar, who I like. But, guys, I want you to just pay attention. If we didn't have pick 10, look at what, and we didn't take an edge rusher up top, look what happened to the edge rushers. So they're decimated. Now, we should take one of these guys soon, but as far as the caliber, it's been whittled down significantly. Now, conversely, let's take a look at the tackles. They took a hit too, but we have Nicholas Freire. We have Sean Ryan, who I never really looked into him. I know Darian Kennard. I did some stuff on him. So they took a hit as well. So you can feel pretty good that you took one of those positions that you really want. And the next time you get to pick, the caliber of player is not the same. Now, I question the wisdom of taking a tackle on 4, but that is what it is. So let's see what we got here. So let's take a look at the big board and see what they got. And then we're going to look. So Isaiah Spiller's there. Trent McDuffie, the cornerback, is there. All right. Chad Muma, the linebacker, is there. Trey McBride is there. That's usually a fan favorite at pick 35. Tammy says, pick the tight end. So, okay, are we on McBride? Is that who we want here? I see a bunch of trade McBride. I'm with you, Kev. Evan Neal, to be honest, Evan Neal wouldn't be the tackle I took. If I felt motivated to take a tackle, which I struggle with, that's just my take. I gave you guys my free agent thing. I talked a little bit about how it would affect the draft and everything. My take is that I wouldn't be taking a tackle at 4 overall, but that's just what it is. Unless they hate Becton and don't think he's going to be around, then it's a different story, right? But I don't think that's the case. I would be taking an edge rusher or something like that. But if I was taking a tackle, it wouldn't be Evan Neal for me. That's just me. I might take Charles Cross over the other 2. That's me. I might. I do like Aquanu, and I like Neal too. But just like Kev Chada said, we're talking about weight issues with Becton. That's the big issue, is that he's not going to be able to stay healthy because of his weight. Evan Neal is 6 pounds or 7 pounds lighter. That's it. 7 pounds. That's a burger. A big one. All right. So here you go. Let's see what we got here. I'm scanning the defense wins championship. Would like us. I think he's subtly saying he wants to pick Trey McBride. I know. It's like, dude, defense or DWC, the last time we had a Pro Bowl tight end was, who it is. 1988, Mickey Schuler. So, all right. Now, let me see what you guys want. I agree, Eminon. I think Becton's going to be an absolute stud. He already is. He got rolled on and he didn't heal all year. Maybe, and we thought it was a 6 to 8 week injury, but who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? What's that?
I probably don't want Becton injured again. Like if he goes back in,
yeah.
The weight is a concern. Yeah, I think it was a leg injury, right?
Yeah, it was a leg injury. Yeah. See, now, Jin Pak, it's an interesting comment. Like, I was talking with somebody on Twitter yesterday, and they were telling me why offensive line at 4 is so much more important than edge. And I just said, well, it just sounds to me like we have found yet another excuse, 22 years of excuses to not take a legitimate premium edge rusher. Every year we find a reason. Now, again, if we need to tackle, we need to tackle. But it's funny. It's just a funny thing. All right, so it looks like Trey McBride. I'll show you guys the cornerbacks. Here's what we got on the cornerbacks per request. Trent McDuffie's there. Roger McCreary's there. Darion Kendrick, Kyler Gordon, Kobe Bryant. So we got some guys here. Yeah, but I'm not good. Don't forget, we don't use the ratings of the sim to pick our players. We know where they're supposed to be going, so we'll pick the guys that we want. All right, looks like McBride. I'm not seeing too many other names. Let's see. Yeah. B2B. That's a funny comment about DWC. Defense wins championships, and he's wanting all offense. That's good. Okay, so it's Trey McBride. That's the only name that was really mentioned the most. So here he goes, and that's that's kind of been the thing that we do. Trey McBride at 35. So here he comes. Now, don't forget we have pick 38. So now we got to talk about positions. All right, we got Trey McBride. We have not gone defense in a defensive strong class. All right, so Pittsburgh really wants to trade with us. This is their third attempt. Now we have pick 38. The Pittsburgh Steelers would like us to go back to pick 52 and give them the 7th that we got in the Denver trade for pick 84. So we get 52 and 84 out of the deal. What say you? I'm saying no. I want to pick a player right here. Iowa Jetfan wants Boye Mafe. I'll tell you what, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets push edge. Like, let's say they want either Thibodeau or Hutchinson and they're not there. I would not be surprised. Now, I'm not saying that they will or that it's right, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed edge to the next round and grabbed Boye Mafe. I wouldn't be surprised. They loved them. All right, nobody wants to trade. No way, Jose from Flash Aussie Gordon from Panama. That's a great name. If you guys haven't seen Flash Gordon, you're missing out. You got to watch it. You saw it. Okay, so quickly, not that we need to do this, but we're quickly. So far, we have drafted an offensive tackle and a tight end. So we got to start thinking, what's our next pick? Do we want a linebacker? Do you want to grab the edge? So let's take a look at the edge. Cameron Thomas is still there, who I like. Drake Jackson, I like him, but I don't think he's too much of a fit. Kingsley Enigbar, who I happen to like a great deal. Sam Williams, Abikati, Myjai Sanders, and Boye Mafe rounded out. Okay, so that's if you want to go edge. Now we're going to look at the linebackers and the cornerbacks as well. Chad Muma leads the pack right with Brandon Smith. Asamoah's there, Quay Walker. So we have some good linebackers here. It'd be funny, man, if the Jets just drafted a bunch of guys from the Senior Bowl. Yeah, I know. AM, that's my Freiermuth, right? Let's see. Mafe is perfect here, right? Yeah, I mean, let me see. What other picks do we have here? So we have 38, and then we have 69 and 75. So I don't know. If I really liked Boye Mafe, I would take him. I wouldn't want to lose him. I didn't get a first round edge. And then, like, to play the game that, hey, we can wait till the third, but he's really the guy that we want as an edge rusher, I think it's paramount that we come out of this draft with a guy who can potentially be a top flight edge rusher. Now, is that Boye Mafe? Is it Cam Thomas? B2B likes Cam Thomas. Yeah, but David this is one of those things. It's like when people said they got nervous about hiring a good offensive coordinator because then he's going to get hired as a head coach. Like, we just got to get people in here. We can figure out contract stuff later. You know, Joe Douglas is frugal, but I understand the point, but you know, we just got to get some good guys here. So we got Muma up here. So linebacker, and I'll take a look at the cornerbacks for you. We got Darion Kendrick, Roger McCreary out of Auburn. This is a big Dom C guy. Kyler Gordon, Martin Emerson, Kobe Bryant. So we have some guys, but you want to see the wide receiver? Okay, so don't forget, we traded for Jerry Judy. So we have Jerry Judy in this draft. So using a second on a wide receiver, I don't know, unless you wanted to just get Zach the most lethal offense that you can, but we have other moves, other holes. So we got David Bell from Purdue, Jalen Tolbert, Romeo Dubs, George Pickens, who I love, Christian Watson, who I love, John Mechie, who I love, Justin Ross, who I like a lot, Wandale Robinson. So we have some nice choices at wide receiver, but we got to pick a position. So let's put it between edge and linebacker. Oh, we got to think about safeties too, guys. We almost forgot. Ooh, look who's up top. These three right here. These are legit fellas. I'd be happy with anyone. Leon O'Neal's more of a strong safety, but Jalen Petrie is a good one. So let's do it. Safety, linebacker, or edge. That's what we want right now. You guys are gonna pick it. Jason Valente says we need linebackers and a safety. Right. Tammy McDaniel says, get me an edge. GG and Friends not only says edge, he wants Cam Thomas. Edge. Dom C says edge. What's up, Dom? Rob V, linebacker and safety. All right, I'm counting. Edge is crushing it. I hope you guys are only voting once, though. You know, that's like an honor system. I can't navigate and police, you know. If you guys are voting 8 times with the same thing, then it's muddy in the water. We do need everything. Show enough's on the edge here. All right, so it's going to be edge. It's going to be edge. So let's get the edge rushers back. Here's what we're looking at, guys. We got Cam Thomas. We have Drake Jackson. We have Kingsley Enigbar. And, you know, the other guys. But then a lot of guys want Boye Mafe. Do you want to go ahead and grab the guy that dominated the Senior Bowl? I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets grab like 4 Senior Bowl guys. Really?
Who's that defensive tackle?
Who, Jordan Davis?
No, I just want to see who's at defensive tackle right now.
No, we're not looking at defensive tackle right now. Yeah, all right. It looks like Tom. So we're on the edge, guys. That's what we got to do. We've chosen edge. Iowa Jetsfan wants Mafe. Show enough wants Boye Mafe. Nick Benito. Larry Turkin says Boye Thomas. So it's between Boye Mafe and Cam Thomas right now. Well, it's not mine, Tammy. This is yours. This is you guys. I only have one vote. My vote, I would have some fun and go with Boye Mafe. That's what I would do. I would have some fun. We already got McBride, Kevin Delaney. We got McBride. All right, let me just rehash for everybody. Maybe guys weren't here when we talked about it. The theme of tonight's draft, as dictated by the poll that we put out this morning, the theme of the draft is that we did that 3-way trade that Daniel Jeremiah was rumoring. You know, he was rumoring it last week. So the 3-way trade for our purposes tonight was the Jets trade number 10 for Jerry Judy, a 3rd-round pick and a 7th-round pick. Then in our scenario, the Broncos would trade both firsts to get Aaron Rodgers, probably some more, maybe a second as well or something. So that's what we're being governed by. So when you look at our draft, you see Evan Neal. Right between Evan Neal and Trey McBride is Jerry Judy. So we got a wide receiver at pick 10. That's kind of how it boils down. All right, everybody? So that's what we're looking at. So it's between Boye Mafe and Cameron Thomas. Mafe in the third. Well, I mean, look, Gang Green, we're not using the Sims ratings for our purposes. You know what I mean? It's very easy to just use the sim. Like Mumtaz was saying earlier, it's like if you play this right, you can like fool the simulator and get, just a rock star draft. You can fool it, but we're not doing that. We're just talking about the guys we like and picking them where we want to. Now there's a chance Boye Mafe might make it to the third, but Jessica wants Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is up there. So right now it's Boye Mafe and Cam Thomas. I'm trying to count here. Ooh, a vote for Kingsley Enegbar. Highest ceiling edge here. Right. Right, AM. Let's see. Looks like Mafe has it. Mafe so far. I mean, Cam Thomas is second, but he's getting swallowed here. Super chat from Brian Scantleberry. He says, we're going to have to average 40 points a game if we don't shore up this defense. It's a good point. Good thing we're still in the second round, because I agree. Let's see. Okay, it looks like Jesus Freak says Cameron Thomas wouldn't be surprised if he's taken late in the first. He's that good. Yeah, I like Cameron Thomas too. Okay. Yeah, I know. Gang Green is a point. It's hard to take Boye Mafe over Cam Thomas. All right, so get your votes in. We're going to count this. Well, and Rob, Boye Mafe might make it to the third. Cam Thomas is not, right? We know that. Cameron Thomas is not making it to the third. Boye Mafe may, and we have 2/3 this time. So it's interesting. We got to think like that. Like I said, to have some fun, I would go ahead and take Boye Mafe, but I'm totally cool with Cam Thomas as well. Yeah, I think Thomas has caught him. Thomas caught him. Yeah, Braden points out, he says, guys, I have 99.7% male audience. I have 0.3% female, and it looks like they're all here. So welcome, ladies. Looks like they're all in here tonight, which is just the best. I love women that can talk football. You know what I mean? For real. It's like, I don't think there should be that divider. I had very, very vocal football fans in my family as females. That's very comfortable to me. I love it. All right. Looks like Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas has it. So we'll go ahead and take him. Here we go. Cameron Thomas coming to the Jets. Nice. So now our next pick is 69. Now we have linebacker. We have safety. Right? We could go offensive guard because Evan Neal doesn't fix guard. I know people are saying we can put him in at guard, and maybe, but we might want to do that. We might want to think about guard too. Rob likes the pick. Good, Rob. Yeah, and Hawk says 0.001 Hawkkin. That's right. There's only one of you. Yeah, that's about right. Right, John? Well said, buddy. Whatever it is, I'm against it. I know. That's how it feels sometimes. All right, so we got linebacker, safety. So let's get the position. We have linebacker, safety, offensive guard. We can go running back, right? We're in the third round now. So let's take a look at the linebackers. Oh, we got a trade. All right, we'll take a look at the trade offers first. The first trade is to the Miami Dolphins. They want us to go all the way back to 101, and they'll give us 120. Dude, that's insanity. No way. I'm not even allowing you guys to say yes to that one. That's too much. The Chiefs would like us to go back to pick 94 and throw in that 7th that we acquired in the Denver trade, and they'll give us pick 103. So we slide back, what is that, 26 spots or something like that? And they'll give us 103. So again, the rules are no if you don't like either one, yes, and the team that you want. In this case, it's really going to be the Chiefs. That's the only one. Yeah. No. Yeah, it is a bad trade night, Mitt. I was feeling the same thing, man. I really was. I'm like, these are kind of shitty, these trades. No trade. Nope. All right, while we're doing that, yeah, it's no. So you guys can stop voting. We're going to be done with that. Here's the big board. Let's settle down and take a look at the big board for a moment. We have quarterback Malik Willis up top, running back Breece Hall, the safety Jalen Petrie is still there, guys. Now look, just so we know, he's not going to be here at pick 69, most likely in real life. So we could label that as steal. We also have Leon O'Neal in the safety thing. We have Brandon Smith, George Pickens, wide receiver, and Christian Watson too. So look, here's what we got. We got Jalen Petrie here. We also have Brandon Smith, the linebacker from Penn State, who for no reason at all is sliding in draft boards. I don't really know why. I like Brandon Smith. And then we have the center who can play guard, Alec Lindstrom. He is widely considered the second best center in the entire draft. Now, different strokes for different folks, but most people feel that way about Alec Lindstrom. And then we have cornerback. Their top cornerback is Kobe Bryant. Oops. Okay. So we have guard, we have safety, we have linebacker, and we have center guard. So tell me the position that you want. We'll vote it. And we'll see. We'll see here. You like Quay Walker, Gangrene? I see some Jalen Peter or Petrie. I always want to say Peter. You know why I want to say that? It's from Game of Thrones. Peter Baelish, and it's spelled Petire. It's not exactly the same, but that doesn't matter. That's what it's doing in my head. Jessica wants Petrie. Petrie did. Oh, Petrie's crushing it. Ooh, you guys aren't even wasting time with the position thing. It's all Peter right now. And then safety. I see a little Algier. What's up, Bill? It's good to see you, buddy. That's Zach Wilson's boy, right? That's Zach Wilson's buddy. All right, it's Peter. I know. I'm with you, Nathan. I would probably go safety here, but I would be very tempted by Lindstrom right here. All right, Peter's got it. We're not going to waste any more time on this one. It's almost unanimous. So let's take him. Jalen Petrie out of Baylor. We got ourselves a safety, boys and girls. There goes Jerome Ford got taken before Breece Hall. That is very interesting. Very interesting. All right, good pick, guys. That was nice. I mean, I felt unified with you guys right there. I really did. I felt like we were one. That's what, it's rare, right? We feel good. So we have two trade offers. One is the Saints would like us to throw in a 6th round pick with pick 75, go back to 100, and they'll give us next year's 3rd. This one's simple. The Cleveland Browns would like us to slide 3 spots, and they'll give us a next year's 6th for it. Now, look, I want to show you. Look at Alec Lindstrom right here. Can you guys see it? Picked one pick before us. There goes Alec Lindstrom. Boo! I would have made a case for him in a second. So we got the Cleveland trade, which is just sliding back 3 spots and getting a 6 next year. And this one is slide back 25 spots and throw in next year's 6th for next year's 3rd. Remember the rules? No if you don't want either one. Yes if you want one, and then yes and the team that you want. So we have the Saints and the Browns. Any interest? Jason says yes, Browns. Yeah. Right. Am I Amish? And don't forget, guys, he brings up a good point. anytime we accept a trade, we're always going to counter 100% of the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Well, we try every single time. Oh, I'm seeing some yeses. I'm seeing John Hepburn wants the third. What's up, Salty Nuts? So remember, we have slide back 3 spots and gain a 6th, or slide back 25 spots and gain next year's 3rd, essentially. Now let's take a look at where we are. Here you go, Salty. So we have pick 75, and then we don't pick again for 35 picks. All right. Then we have 110, 116. So this is our last 3rd round pick. I don't know if a 6th round pick next year is going to motivate me not to get my guy right here. This is who we got so far. Evan Neal, Trey McBride, Cameron Thomas, Jalen Petrie. Okay. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks left. Don't forget, we got the extra 3rd, which is this one right here, 75 and 248 in the Jerry Judy trade. We traded with the Denver Broncos, gave them pick 10 for Jerry Judy, a 3rd round pick, and a 7th round pick. So, all right, let me look at your chat here. I know, right? I would be tempted to take Pickens here for sure. Yeah, the no's have it. I mean, I see a couple saying the Browns, but let's see. It's going well, John. It's good to see you, man. I'm exhausted, but when the hell am I not? I'm always saying I'm tired, aren't I? What's with that? So I saw somebody said my internet is bad. Is that accurate? Am I not clear tonight? You guys got to tell me. Let me know. So, okay. Let me know on the thing. So here's what we got. Let me show you the big board. Okay. We got edge rusher there. Sanders is right there. Got Ed Ingram, who the Jets will never draft. Mark my words. You got Brandon Smith. George Pickens is gone. All right. We got Mechie. We got Tyler Algier. Don't forget, I'm fairly certain that him and Zach are friends. They played together. Coming out of BYU. So we have Asamoah. He's the top linebacker. We didn't get a linebacker yet, so let's take a look. Brandon Smith and Asamoah are here. And you got Darian Beavers. He's another one. Leo Chanel is a little bit down there. So we can take a linebacker. The cornerbacks, we haven't taken a cornerback. We got Kobe Bryant. If we're going to take a quarterback, I would probably not be thinking cornerback after the 3rd, because then we're just starting it over with a new guy that our last year's situation. I don't know how much sense it makes. But here's what we got. Martin Emerson, Kobe Bryant, Tariq Woolen, Mikael Wright, Mario Goodrich, Alontae Taylor. So there are some guys here for you. Now, the offensive guard, we were just talking about guards. You got Marquise Hayes and Thayer Mumford. Thayer Mumford and Cade Mays are guys that I actually like. And I also like Cole Strange. I don't know. I think it's pronounced Strange, but maybe not. But Cole Strange. Right. So we got some guys here. Centers, we got Cameron Jurgens, James Empey, Dawson Deaton. Okay. So what position? This is our last 3rd round pick. We got Brandon Smith and Asamoah at the linebackers. Iowan Jet fan wants Asamoah. Thomas Cahill. What's up, Thomas? He says Smith wins. Yeah, J.E., let me tell you something. I don't necessarily disagree. That's why people clamoring for the wide receiver at 10. I don't know. You can get Pickens later. That's kind of my guy. It's kind of my guy. But don't forget, we got Jerry Judy. Yeah, Brandon Smith seems to be taking it right now. I'll show you the running backs, Tammy. Here you go. Here's the running backs. Tyler Algier, Zonovan Knight, James Cook, Sincere McCormick. Okay, that's the running backs. It looks like Brandon Smith is running away with it. I see a Mechie. I see a few others. I see Algier. I agree, man. If we were now, I'm not saying that we should do this trade, but if we did and we came out with Jerry Judy, a 3rd round pick and a 7th round pick, that's a slam dunk, man. It's a slam dunk. Jerry Judy is a stud. Yeah, oh, there it is. Pickens went to the Jags. John Amarella. Okay, it looks like Brandon Smith has it. Yeah, I know, Kevin, but we're not, you see, it's muddy enough. I got 275 of you guys in here trying to, keep it all civil and smooth as I can while still talking and everything. We're trying to trade up. It gets crazy because you have to overpay a lot of the time. And it's real. I did it last year. We did a trade up draft. And let me tell you, it was madness. It was madness. Braden Bethwaite says, get Leo Chanel later. We have to understand that Saleh probably still wants to keep it going with Sherwood and Nasruddin too. I don't doubt that. I think they do. They really like Sherwood, and I imagine they like Nasruddin as well. But I still think they're bringing in a linebacker. I'd be very, very surprised if they didn't. But you got a good point, Braden. Bill likes Hassan. Yeah, Pickens isn't there anymore, guys. Yeah, Jin Pak wants to remind everybody who was not here the last time we said it. Go ahead and like the video if you could, and also hit the subscribe button. We got all sorts of great content. I released the this week Greenbean's Jets pod this morning. Got really robust conversations going on in the chat, the video is a realistic approach to free agency, something that we could actually do, and how well it would address our needs and how it would affect the draft. But I don't go ahead and take the draft. Yeah, but Gang Green, we also got a 3rd and a 7th. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think Jerry Judy is in question, his talent. I don't think he had 86 catches his rookie year, and he got hurt week 1 last year, and he came back from an injury and still had 40 catches. 40 catches was like our best receiver. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. Nobody wants to hit the like button. That's right. Thanks, Hawk. All right, it looks like Brandon Smith. Jeff, yes, he is. He absolutely 100% is a number 1 wide receiver. There's only a few likes. Come on, guys. You got to like the video. You got to at least click that like button. That's the easiest thing you can do. All right, it looks like Brandon Smith. So the chat has spoken. And he is their top rated. This is Mel Kiper's top linebacker still on the board. So let's go ahead and grab Brandon Smith. We got ourselves a linebacker to pair with CJ Mosley and Jamie Sherwood. And of course, I'm almost forgetting his damn name already. Jared Davis, because he's definitely coming back. You guys know that. He had a very, very strong year, and I think they'd be dumb not to bring him back. Don't you guys agree? Don't you guys agree? Come on. You like him. You like Davis. All right, so let's take a look. Here we come, pick 110, and don't forget we have pick 116 as well. You see? So we have 110 and 116. We got ourselves an offensive tackle. We got a tight end. We got our edge rusher. We got a safety. We got a linebacker. We have 5 picks left. We have 2 in the next 10 picks. So what should we do? We did not get a cornerback. We did not get a running back. We only took 1 tight end. That might be something that we want to consider. We have not taken an interior offensive lineman, which just blows my mind because that's where the hole is on our defense. On our offense. The hole on our offense is right guard. So we might want to consider it. Let's take a look at the guards. Thayer Mumford and Cade Mays are both still there. Cole Strange, who I think they really fell in love with at the Senior Bowl. Still got some good ones here. Let's take a look at the wide receivers because we're now in the 4th round. You could consider a wide receiver. We got Wan'Dale Robinson. You got Calvin Austin, Alec Pierce, Charleston Rambo, Sky Moore. Kyle Phillips is floating around down there. Right? So let me look at the chat and see what you guys are talking about here. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Yeah, Emerald has a good point. Don't forget, Jerry Judy has played with nothing but meh quarterback play. Bridgewater, Drew Lock. Denver is still looking for its starter, and he still had 86 catches his rookie year. And again, he had somebody can look it up. I forget the exact number. It's something like 40 catches last year. So he's a stud, dude. But I mean, this is for our purposes here tonight anyway. Chris Feliz wants Wan'Dale Robinson. That would be interesting. I wouldn't hate that. You want to see the tight ends? Let's take a look at the tight ends, see if we should double dip yet. So Charlie Kolar is still there. Some guys were talking to me recently about Lucas Krull. I haven't done too much on him. I watched the highlights, so I can't speak about him all that deeply. But you have Cole Turner here, Greg Dulich. So there's some guys here. Charlie Kolar, I think, is fantastic. He did not have a good Senior Bowl, though. Definitely didn't. The Jets staff might be a little cooled off on him, but I think his production in college speaks for itself. So we could double dip at tight end. We have running backs, James Cook, Sincere McCormick, Tyler Goodson, Brian Robinson. Man, if that guy lasted down here, imagine getting another 4th round pick like Brian Robinson. I agree, Tammy. Oh, you guys want to take a look and see if Perion Winfrey's still there? Nope, he's gone. He's gone. So what do you think, guys? Wide receiver, interior offensive lineman, double dip at tight end? What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Running back? Cade Mays with pick 116. That's sound. I like it. Yeah, so did Judy, though. So did Judy, and he didn't finish the year. You know, the Bridgewater didn't finish the year. Judy had 86 catches. You know, that's what we're saying. You know, that's what we're saying, Gang Green. Let's see. Let's see what he got. I think so too, Damian. I really do. I think Joe Douglas is definitely going to consider double dipping at tight end, especially if we can't get one in free agency that he likes. All right, here's the cornerbacks. I see somebody asking for cornerbacks. Here's what you got. Tyreek Woolen, Mario Goodrich, Armour Davis, Tariq Castro Fields, Josh Jobe. All right. I like Armour Davis more than I do Josh Jobe, I think. Let's see. Okay. I know, J.E. That's why we're hanging, buddy. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to talk about it. I like Wan'Dale Robinson. Hey, Joe Campione, if you're looking for a wide receiver to really replace Berrios in the event you can't bring him back, Kyle Phillips is that guy. Take a look at him if you haven't yet. Yeah, I'll give you my 2 cents here. I think we should be grabbing an interior offensive lineman. It's the 4th round. We have not grabbed one, and that's our most glaring hole on the offensive line. That's our most glaring hole. That's my thought. I think we should grab Cade Mays or Thayer Mumford right now. That's my thought. Yeah, he's so good, man. I mean, who knows how it'll translate, right? But he's got a very, very exciting skill set with lots of potential. Let's see what we got here. Right, Matt? It's like, it's funny. We talk about our O-line. We're in the fourth. So, all right, what is it? Give me your position. Linebacker. Oh, no, we just got linebacker. Sorry. You want a double dip at tight end. You want a running back. You want interior offensive lineman. Give me your position, and then we'll whittle it down. And my Amish wants Mumford. We need a guard for this round. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I took care of Garden free agency, but that free agency doesn't necessarily apply to this draft. You know what I'm saying, Jason? I know I think it was maybe you in the chat, just in the pregame. Somebody said we should just use the free agency that you put in the draft today. Or no, I'm sorry, in the video today. And maybe. Okay, here we go. Here it comes. Running back, tight end, O-line, cornerback. Okay. O-line has it, but running back is right there. Or maybe not. I know, get my Bob. I know. And it's funny because you know what I feel like, I know it's not accurate, but I feel like you've been saying that since last year. You know what I mean? Because it feels like that. It's like it takes so long. But dude, we have free agency in just a couple weeks, maybe almost 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks, 3 weeks. But we have the combine in between that. So we're going to get to see it. Guard. Yeah, O-line. Okay, O-line has it. So here's our O-line. And we're going interior, right? That's my assumption. Interior offensive line. Here's what we got. We got Thayer Mumford, Cade Mays. Dude, I might reach right here and go Cole Strange. Seriously. But in reality, I would probably just take Mumford. Now let's take a look at the centers. Cameron Jurgens, they're all still there. This is exactly how the center board was in the third round. They're all still there. Luke Wattenberg, Brock Hoffman. Okay, so let's get back to the guards. Thayer Mumford, Cade Mays, or Cole Strange. Which one you want? Yeah, Braden's already in tomorrow. I got that right, Braden? Braden is already living in Tuesday. That's what he's already there. He's already going about his day on Tuesday. Chris Felice does not want Mumford. What is that symbol? The free agency video was, what is it? I can't see what that is. I can't. It just looks like a skin tone banana to me. I can't see it. Yeah. I don't know. I would take Mumford or Cade Mays. But again, I like Strange. Honestly, I would probably, here's what I'm going to say. My official vote is Cole Strange. That's my guy. Show enough wants Stranger Things. That's my guy. But Mays is winning. You don't like Mumford? Mumford sounds like an offensive line name, doesn't it? Thayer Mumford. It's like Nick Mangold to me. Not as cool, but it's in that wheelhouse, in that pocket. Yeah, so I'm seeing Mumford, Dr. Strange, and Sons. That's Mumford. I get it, Jeremy. You got me. Braden wants Cade Mays. I'm seeing some more Strange, though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing more Strange than I thought. Fat Gandalf's here. What's up, buddy? He says teaming Strange. I don't know what that means. I feel like I just said something that I shouldn't have said. Did you make me say something I shouldn't have said? Yeah, Strange can also play center. We know that because that's what they did to him in the Senior Bowl. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take Strange. Okay. I mean, it's all equal right now. Oh, hell yeah. Joe Campione. Let me just tell you something. I don't have one question in my mind, and I'll speak just for myself. With the guys that I liked in Mike McCagnon's drafts, I would have hit like 300-400 times more than he hit. Like, I couldn't believe the picks that we were making. Now, it's funny because back then I really believed, and I was wrong, but I really believed that Mike McCagnon was trying to get Todd Bowles his specific players. That's what I thought. Because you look at guys like Darren Lee, you look at his safety in the first, safety in the second. Don't forget, Bowles liked those tweener linebackers, those hybrid safety linebacker guys. And it looked to me like that's what Mike McCagnon was doing. And when they fired Bowles and kept McCagnon for that draft, I told people, I made it, I said it in Jetnation, I said it all over the place. You watch. This is the first year that McCagnon doesn't have Bowles, and it's going to be a slam dunk. And you want to know what I watched? I watched his worst draft. I couldn't front him on. I couldn't even believe he took Quinnen Williams. As much as I like Quinnen Williams, that was not the pick. So I believe that most of the people in this chat right now, I truly believe that most of the people in here could have done better than Mike McCagnon. All right, it's going to be strange. That's who it is. There he is. Okay, good. We're having some fun. Why not? We're going ahead and we're taking the versatile Chattanooga offensive guard, Cole Strange, coming to town. Look at that. That's exciting. It might be a little bit of a reach, right, guys? We're okay. So, look, we just lost Wan'Dale Robinson. We still got Mumford and Cade Mays. They're both still there if you wanted to double dip. We have tight ends, Cade Otton, Lucas Krull, Charlie Kolar, Cole Turner, and Dulich. Okay, so there's some guys there to double dip. There was a lot of chatter about running backs, so let's take a look at running backs. James Cook, Sincere McCormick, Tyler Goodson, Brian Robinson. Now, look, in this draft, Brian Robinson looks like a reach, right? If you take Brian Robinson at 116, he's rated 151. But again, that's why it's bullshit to play the sim, because you can literally go, okay, well, they have him rated here, so I'll take this guy, and I know he's going to be there. And it's baloney. If we want a running back in the 4th round at pick 116, for me, out of these, I do like James Cook, but out of these guys, it's Brian Robinson Jr. from Alabama. That's the guy for me. Nathan wants Kolar. That would be a good move too. I'm just saying, if we went with running back, because there was a lot of people talking running back just at pick 110. So let's take a look at the wide receivers. We got Rambo. Sky Moore is still there. Kyle Phillips is still there. Charleston Rambo, a lot of people like him. Kolar. Fat Gandalf wants to wait on Haskins. Right, red zone running back. Fucking bruiser. Somebody punch it in and knock people's teeth out. I agree, J.E. He wants to add pass rushers to help Quinnen. That's what I agree. I mean, I think we did okay with the edge rusher. I would have wanted Karlaftis up top, but I'm happy with Cam Thomas. Braden wants a running back. Yeah, Jerry wants Brian Robinson. Jim Pock wants a running back. Running back or another free safety or strong safety. Newsflash, our safety room sucks. Imagine that. Totally. Yeah, I'm seeing running back. Jason wants a cornerback. Tariq Castro Fields. I think he's still there, Jason. Let's take a look. He is. Tariq Castro Fields and Josh Jober's still there. And Armour Davis. They're all still there. Crazy. I know, right, Rob? All right. It's between Kolar and Robinson right now. I see some Rambo. Yeah. M.I. Amish says Brian Robinson Jr., he is a brick house who also can break a 70-yard run. Yeah. I always draft wide receivers. I love, up until this draft, I was all over the wide receivers the last few years. I wanted a wide receiver so bad. We just traded for Jerry Judy, Damian. So I'm cool. I always want to draft a wide receiver, just not in the first this year. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Mindy says, all right, Mindy Adams says Kolar is waiting for us to pick him here. I know, I agree, Thomas. All right, here's the big board. Here's how it's breaking down, though. You got tight end Cade Otton up top. And here's how it goes. Defensive tackle, James Cook, the running back. Kirby Joseph at safety. Yusuf Corker's still there. Yoshi wants Damian Pierce at running back. So is it running back? Because, I mean, like I said, during the last pick, running back was second behind the interior offensive line. Running back was second. So I'm just reminding us. Let's take a look at the running backs. Here they are. So you want Pierce? Where is he? I think he might be gone, Yoshi. I agree, Rob. I think Robinson would be fantastic. All right. Looks like Robinson. Gitmo wants to take a look at the defensive tackles. We'll do that in a second. No more Gator running backs. You guys, I don't know. Nobody ever gave P. Ryan a chance, man. The guy's fine. I don't get it. This coaching staff makes me scratch my head. It is what it is. They like who they like, and that's fine. But we saw LaMichael P. Ryan in one game. He had a 4-yard average, and they never put him back in. So I don't know. So I don't know, buddy. All right, Brian Robinson it is. That's who it is. Here he comes. We got a running back, Brian Robinson from Alabama, coming on down the road. Okay. Who else we got here? So here, Gitmo Bob. Here's your defensive tackles right here. Whoop, right there. Jordan Williams from Virginia Tech. That's what we got for defensive tackles, Bob. There goes Castro Fields. So Josh Jobe is still going to be there. You want to draft some more Alabama guys? So we have 3 picks, 146, 163, and then we got that 7th round pick that we got from Denver. That sounds like Van Valkenburg to me. I don't know. Here's the big board, my friends. Okay, now just so we can recap real quick, this is what we got going. We got an offensive tackle, we got a tight end, we got an edge rusher, a safety, a linebacker, an interior offensive lineman, guard/center, Cole Strange, and running back, Alabama. We're doing a pretty balanced draft right now. Pretty balanced. It's definitely tilted offense, but we still got 3 picks. So you want to take a look at the wide receivers. That was kind of Sky Moore, Rambo, Kyle Phillips. Oh, I'd love it. I'd love to get Jerry Judy and Kyle Phillips in here along with Trey McBride. So we got the wide receivers right here, guys. Rambo, Sky Moore, Dontario Drummond, Kyle Phillips. Okay. Bo Melton, everybody's fave. And the tight ends that are left, Charlie Kolar is going. This is the last chance we have to draft Charlie Kolar. And Greg Dulich is there as well, who we like. Okay, Calcaterra. So we got the tight ends, we got the running backs. Like Jamison Tracy says, we need a Croach. I'm with you. I'm with you, buddy. Well, hopefully our coaching staff is good. Yeah, Sky Moore is fast, boy. I'll tell you something. Jamison did it twice. We need a Croach. Maybe there's a guy named Croach. And the joke's not as funny as I thought it was. Kolar or Moore. Gangrene says Kolar. So pick a player, guys. Don't do and like one or of don't say this guy or that guy because then that does nothing. So we have Charlie Kolar and Greg Dulich. We have Rambo, Sky Moore, Kyle Phillips. Kyle Phillips would be my pick. That would be me, but I would love Sky Moore as well. Little slippery lightning bolt. And here's the edge rushers. If you're thinking about double dipping, you got Trey Williams. You got Lakita right here. He's kind of like an outside linebacker, though. Right? Here's our safety. Smoke Monday still there. Quentin Lake. So it's time to double dip a little bit. But we have not taken a wide receiver yet. I'm all over Kyle Phillips. That's my guy. That's my vote. Kyle Phillips. Jason wants Smoke Monday. Mr. Downtown wants Bo Melton from Rutgers. Yeah, I know, Rob. That's where I am. Kyle Phillips or Charlie Kolar. I would love to come out of here with two tight ends, though. Both of them who can block and who have very, very sure hands. Kolar. Let's see. It looks like Kolar to me. I'm seeing a couple Phillips, a couple more. I know, right, Jameson? It's funny. I do that all the time. Like I get a typo and then I try to correct it real fast. And I'm doing it fast and it just keeps putting the exact same incorrect spelling. I do that all day. All right. It looks like Kolar. I see some Smoke Monday action. Kyle Phillips. Look, it's Kolar for sure. Here, Colton, hold on a second. We'll tell you the whole thing. So this is what we did. We traded the number 10 pick pre-draft to the Denver Broncos for Jerry Judy, a 3rd round pick, and a 7th round pick, which we did not use yet. So, and here's what we got so far. Braden says, when's our next pick? So look, we got pick 146, we got 163, and 248. So with pick 75, so we traded number 10 for Jerry Judy and Brandon Smith and whoever we take with the 7th round pick. Okay? Not a bad trade, guys. Not a bad trade. Unless you really wanted someone, like a Linderbaum or, somebody like that, of course. But it's a good trade as far as value. Okay. So who did we get there? Wait, where are we? What did we just do? Oh, we got the running back. So we're at 146. We're looking at wide receivers, it sounds like. Or Charlie Kolar. Kolar had it. That's what it was. Charlie Kolar had it. We're going to take him. We have now effectively double dipped at tight end for Zach Wilson and Mike LaFleur. He has what he needs in his offense. We have Kenny Yeboah, Charlie Kolar, and Trey McBride. What a difference. What a difference. Here's the big board. Rambo's still there. Leo Chanel is still there. Ooh, Leo Chanel is going to, oh, they just took him. The Eagles took Leo Chanel right before us. We could have had that conversation. All right, we have another trade offer. Look at this. So the Bills want us to go back 5 picks to 168. And for that right, they will let us move up 46 picks in the 7th round. What do you guys think? So we slide back 6 picks in the 5th. Or what is this, the 6th? I lose track. So we slide back 6 spots now for the right to slide up 46 picks in the 7th. You guys want it? Yes or no? Hank wants it. He says, I want to trade. FOC wants it. Jordan Victor wants it. Tammy's been talking about a defensive tackle for a while. I would have to, look, I think we should just re-sign Kyle Phillips. You have Sheldon Rankins, you have JFM sliding inside, you got Quinnen Williams, you re-sign Kyle Phillips, you got Jonathan Marshall. I think we're pretty good there. Gangrene says Neal. He's talking about Evan Neal, Cole Strange, Trey McBride, Charlie Kolar, Jerry Judy, and Robinson. What a boost on offense. Plus, we get Cam Thomas, Smith, and Petrie. Huge shot of talent. Not mad at all when you lay. I'm with you. I'm not, right? Look, and it's like, you don't always get the guy that you're hoping for, but it's all about good players. You want to be able to bring good players in. And I think we're doing that. So it looks like you guys want to take the trade. Holy macaroni. Holy macarons. Rob V likes this draft. All right, we're going to take the trade. We're going to take the trade. I'm going to counter it, though. How's that sound? Let's try to get something else. Let's try to get next year's 7th as Adam. If they don't take this, they're not giving us anything. Nope. Okay, they're not going to let us counter. All right, so we'll accept the trade. Let's see who they wanted. They wanted Jerrion Ely, the running back. Okay, guys, so we did not grab a wide receiver. Let's see who's there. They're all gone. Where's Kyle Phillips? Kyle Phillips went to the Falcons. Boo! I'm upset. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I was really hoping that Kyle Phillips was there for this pick. Really hoping. All right, here's what we got. We got Dontario Drummond, Jareth Stearns, DeJean Dixon, Bo Melton. We might need to take Bo Melton, right? You might need to grab your Bo Melton. What do you guys think? That's if we want a receiver. We can double dip at safety. Here's who we got. Quentin Lake is still there. Bubba Bolden. Oh, JT Woods, right. Okay. So we got some of those guys. We'll look at the defensive tackles. Otito Ogbonia, Jordan Williams, who I like out of Virginia Tech. There you go. So, hey, man, you guys tell me. Oh, hey, look who's here. John, what's up, buddy? New York Jets today, or let me say it right. NYJ today is in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good night. It's nice to have you here, buddy. So, Shonuff wants a safety. Is Moore here? What? Sky Moore? No, he's gone. Here's our wide receivers. Dontario Drummond, Jareth Stearns. I got to spend some time and really look at the later. I only have like the top end of the wide receivers, maybe the top 20. I got to do some digging into these guys. I want to know who's here. Remember like Tutu Atwell last year? He went early in the draft though, man. We thought he was going to be like a late round pick. He went way before that, if I remember correctly. So you guys want to grab Bo Melton? We do have Amika Amizi here. A lot of guys like him. Yeah, Jack Burke wants a safety. Bo Melton, your face right off, FOC. There he is. Greetings to you. Well, you came in right after we took our second tight end, so we have two. Here's what we got. So we have two picks, 168 and 202, because we took the trade. That's much, much better. So we have two picks left. Here's what we got. We got Charlie Kolar and Trey McBride up top. Remember, in this scenario, guys, we traded number 10 for Jerry Judy, pick 75, and this 7th round pick here. So far, we've traded number 10 for Jerry Judy and Brandon Smith. So let me see what you guys are. You guys want to take Bo Melton or Quentin Lake? Let me see. Iowan's going to bed. He says, if we take Valkenberg, it'll be an A. If not, D+. That's funny. Von Valkenberg. That guy's going to be a stud. All right. Well, it looks like you guys want Bo Melton. Not bad, right? Right, John? Not bad. Okay, so we're going to take Bo Melton. That's what we're doing. This will make some guys real happy. Finally, we get Bo Melton. Here he comes. So now don't forget, we're going to do the recap of our division opponents as well. See how they did in this draft versus what we did in this draft. So we pick at 202. We'll let it run a little bit. And then we'll see. Do you guys want to get a kicker? Do we need a kicker in the draft? I mean, I still think we should bring one in an undrafted free agency, no matter how you slice it. But is Pinheiro good enough that you don't want to use your last draft pick on a kicker? What do you guys think? Here's their big board. It's getting slim out there, everybody. This is when you take a nice linebacker or an edge. That's what I think. That's what you do here. Right, Colton? I agree, buddy. That's right, Hank. I'm with you. Especially because Pinheiro was perfect. I like him. Jack wants Cade York nonetheless. Right, find a Marshall. Somebody with tons of upside. That's okay. He's good from 50 and up. That's all you need. Yeah, I get it. I get that, man. I have to leave here early in the morning. We're driving to Sedona tomorrow. I mean, I don't even know where I am. All I know is I'm by Saguaro National Park in Arizona, but I don't know where I am. Really, that's how it goes out here. But we're going to be going to Sedona for the next couple weeks, so that'll be nice. I can friggin' relax. I've been running around. It's been tough. Okay. Matthias Simon wants Andrew Mevisk, Iowa State. Take him like McPherson. He's like McPherson. I don't like Mevis. He sucked in the Senior Bowl too, and I don't like him even before that. Matt, I got to disagree, my good buddy. All right, so let's look and see if Van Valkenburg is there. There he is. Wait a minute. Where was he? I just saw him. He's right here. So you guys want to grab Zach Von Valkenburg out of Iowa? We can do it. We can do it. Like I said, at the end here, you want to take a flyer on somebody with upside who fits a need, right? Like it's one of these guys like edge, like linebacker, like safety. Like that's kind of what you want to do here, in my opinion. Bring in another one that plays the position and try to groom him. You know, he's not going to start. He can play some specials. You want Von Valkenburg? That's the vote. Yes or no? Everybody wants Van Valkenburg. Go to the Red Rocks. You mean, isn't that in, where is Red Rocks? I'd love to go to Red Rocks. I've never been. Did you guys see in my podcast this week, I put in a little clip, just like a 15-second clip of what we were doing 2 days ago, which was we went to White Sands National Park and we got to sleigh ride down the huge sand dunes, the big white sand dunes. It's amazing. Really soft, awesome sand. We got to sleigh ride like it was snow. It's crazy. So, you know, that place, I don't know if you guys know that, but White Sands National Park actually shares its property with the White Sands Missile Testing Range. The Army has a missile testing range there. And that is the place where they detonated the world's first atomic bomb. It's called the Trinity Site. And that was about 100 miles from where I was, so I wasn't going to go see it. But yeah, it was crazy. I know Jeremy thought it was snow. He's like, oh my God, look, you were in Texas. Now you're in the snow. I'm like, I'm not in the snow. Right, Jim Pock. Create competition. Create depth. Competition. Right, totally. Van Valkenburg. Okay, here he is. Van Valkenburg is coming. We have now double dipped at edge. Now, we're going to let this run for a little bit, and I'm going to pause it so we can look at our draft, our division rivals. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, so we moved. That was a 6th round pick now. We moved up. Let me let it run a little while so you can see who their 7s are. So we let when we traded with the Bills, we moved out of the 7th into a 6th. So in that trade with the Buffalo Bills, they basically gave us Van Valkenburg for that move. Not bad. Let me see. We'll get it right down here. Let's see here. Let's get that last Buffalo pick, and then I'm going to call it. Oh, they have another one. Okay, I'm going to call it right here. I'm just going to be safe. All right, guys, you ready to see? We'll do our letter grades in a minute. But the first thing we're going to do, we're going to check our division opponents and see how they did. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get this comment off. All right. All right. The Buffalo Bills started with cornerback Kair Elam out of Florida. Then they went and got a wide receiver, Jalen Tolbert. Then they got defensive tackle Chris Hinton, running back James Cook, running back Jerry and Ely, which is just so silly. Dude, they drafted 3 running backs. I fucking hate when they do that stuff. But then they grabbed a punter at 229, a linebacker, Aaron Hansford, and another running back, Ty Chandler. So they gave 3 running backs to the Buffalo Bills, which is just stupid. So what do you guys think of their draft? You guys like it? I know, right, Jack? They took 3 running backs. Yeah, have a great night, John. Thanks for coming by. It's good to see you. Yeah, and he's right. If you haven't hit the like button, we had almost 300 people in here tonight. We had like 260 for most of the night. We should have some likes, right, guys? Is that fair? Is that fair to ask? We should, and if you're leaving, like it on the way out. Hit my sub button. It helps. And I appreciate it. So Bill gives him a B-. I think I'm more with Amish here and James D. %, huh? I hear you. I don't like Meebus. And I don't like the name either, man. All right, so let's check our other division opponents. You like that? I'm clearly very tired. All right, let's go and we'll see who's next. The Dolphins. Let's see what the Dolphins did. So they started it at pick 29 with edge rusher Trayvon Walker out of Georgia, who we like. Then they went offensive tackle and got Sean Ryan. Then they went running back, Damian Pierce. That's, Yoshi was talking about Pierce. Mario Goodwich, the cornerback out of Clemson. Linebacker, look at this. Zacoby McClain. Linebacker, Troy Anderson. Linebacker, Mike Rose. So they went 3 linebackers like Buffalo went 3 running backs. Then they went edge, Ali Fayed. And then they wrapped it up with a center, Dawson Deaton out of Texas Tech. What do you think of that draft? What do you guys think? You gave him a C? Right. Rob gives him a C. Fat Gandalf says Miami did as well as Buffalo. Right. I mean, that's what I think. That's a good way to say it. You can't do that though, Carter. It's about the draft, man. Allen's going to start sinking any minute. You'll see. He's too much of a chokey. He's a choker. Now that Dable's gone and he's going to take some players, you know what I mean? Like it's going to start the fracture. We'll see how well they can keep up with it. Like the Patriots could lose people. The Pittsburgh Steelers can lose people. Buffalo hasn't lost barely anybody in 5 years. Here or there. They lost Tyler Kroft, They've kept the core of that team together since 2018, especially on the defense, and they just keep adding to it. So it's gotta come back, and we'll see how they do. Maybe they're great. I don't know. We got Bill giving it a C. Matthias Simon says F. We got some C's. Jeremy gives it a C. Ooh, we can't. Show Enough has a good point. He says, can we look at Denver as well since they have our 10th? Yes, absolutely. We'll do just that. So we're seeing a bunch of C's and D's, a couple B's. Better than Buffalo's. Right. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I think it's in the right. It's in that pocket. So now let's take a look at the Pats. Where's the Pats? Wow. The Pats, they don't have a lot of picks this year. I got to take a look at that and see what's going on with that. I haven't kept up. So they started with safety Jaquan Brisker, who I love, Roger McCreary, who I like, Christian Watson, who I like, wide receiver. So they got safety, cornerback, wide receiver. Then they went running back, Sincere McCormick, cornerback Josh Blackwell, and linebacker DeMarco Jackson out of Appalachian State. So they only had what? 6 picks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 picks. What do you guys think of the Patriots? Yeah, we'll do Denver after this as well. So let's see. Wild Billy Boy checks in with the super chat. Thank you, Billy Boy. I appreciate it. He says, Green Bean, have you done a mock with the trade down to the Steelers? I feel like that's a realistic option. As always, great stuff. Well, good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm having fun. I hope you guys are too. Yes, that was one of the earlier ones that we did. We could do it again too. I'll put it up there in the polls, but yeah, that was one of the first ones we did. And it was trading back to 20 from 10. And what we received was a second round pick. I think it was pick 52, maybe. And then we got a second round pick next year as well. So we slid down 10 picks for 2 seconds. I think that's what we ended up doing. But yeah, thanks for mentioning it. It was a good one. I think it's realistic as well. I do. Now, I don't think 2 seconds is going to get it done. 10 picks up into the top 10. I don't know if 2 seconds will get it done, but I think Joe Douglas will make out on that one if we do it. Jack likes this one. He likes the Patriots draft. C-. Matt Gandalf said the typical draft for the Pats. We got B's. You got a B. Look at this. It's all fake. Hey, guys, having fun playing a game. I just want you to know it's not real. You could say that with Monopoly. You can say that with life. The game of life. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Tell us it's all fake. We're looking at scenarios, man. This is what we like to do, okay? You go do what you like to do, man. I think the Pats did better than both of those two, Rob. I really do. Yeah, Show Enough says they were good too. Yeah, I actually don't hate their draft. I like it. The first 4 picks, I think, are very solid. Yeah, that's okay, Chris Felice. I think Juedy is fantastic. I think he's fine. But I get it. DK Metcalf strikes me as somebody who's not exactly Joe Douglas material. I could be wrong. I could, but I don't know. He just doesn't strike me as a Joe Douglas guy. We'll see. All right, so let's look at Denver's draft, and then we'll rate ours, okay? So we'll look at Denver. Where are they? Did I pass them? Where's the Bronx? There they are. Okay, so we're looking at Denver because we traded them pick 10 and we got their third. Denver has 11 picks this year, by the way. So they started it with defensive tackle DeMarvin Leal. And then with our number 10, they grabbed Derek Stingley Jr. Then they're the ones that got Boye Mafe. Damn it. Then they got quarterback Desmond Ridder, linebacker Terrell Bernard, another quarterback, because that's how stupid this friggin' sim is. So they drafted 2 quarterbacks. Well, hey, maybe they want to get it right. They're done. But they already got Aaron Rodgers in this scenario. But they wouldn't have had number 10 in this scenario either, though. So then they went with a linebacker, JoJo Doman, offensive tackle, Obina Easy, Nick Cross, safety out of Maryland. Then they went linebacker again, Micah McFadden. And then they wrapped it up with offensive tackle Devin Cochran. So what do you guys think? Lloyd and Stin. They didn't get Devin Lloyd, though, did they? No. They got DeMarvin Leal, Derek Stingley, Boye Mafe. So that's a nice top three, in my opinion. It's nice. So what do you guys think? Yeah, James Thrice says, I love that they picked the injury-prone cornerback that's been mocked so often to us. I know, man. Look, Dom C., who writes for my website and also does the Wednesday night positional breakdowns for my Patreon, he loves Derek Stingley. But his injuries, you just can't overlook it. You can't. But without the injuries, in Dom's words, he says he's without question cornerback one in this draft class. So Matt gives him a C. Got some B's, All right, good. Yeah, I think they did okay. Right, Fat Gandalf says we saw. So let's take a look at our draft. Okay, so I'm going to let the draft run and just finish up. We didn't get any picks for next year, did we? We didn't do any of that. Ow. We didn't do any of that this week. All right, so here's our draft, guys. We started it out with pick number 4, and we got offensive tackle out of Alabama, Evan Neal. Then we went tight end out of Colorado State, Jets fans' fave, Trey McBride. Then we got edge rusher Cameron Thomas at 38. Then in the 3rd round, we got Jalen Petrie, safety out of Baylor. Then with pick 75, what we got in the trade is linebacker out of Penn State, Brandon Smith. Then we went interior offensive line, offensive guard Cole Strange. Then we got a running back out of Alabama, Brian Robinson Jr. Then we double dipped that tight end and got Charlie Kolar. We went wide receiver with the local boy, Bo Melton out of Rutgers. And then we wrapped it up with an edge rushing prodigy, a protege of Robert Saleh and Jeff Ulbricht, Zach Von Valkenburg. What was the trade for that one? What happened? Oh, that's what that one was. Okay. So that's all we did. So listen, what do you guys think about our draft? Give it a letter grade. Evan Neal, Trey McBride, Cameron Thomas, Jalen Petrie, Brandon Smith, Cole Strange, Brian Robinson, Charlie Kolar, Bo Melton, and Zach Von Valkenburg. Guys, we addressed plenty of needs. Now, don't forget, we also got wide receiver Jerry Judy here. All right. So Evan Neal, Jerry Judy, Trey McBride, Cameron Thomas. Those were our top 4 picks. Get Mola doesn't like it. He says, D draft. I didn't want any first-round wide receiver with the Jets needs. Few impact players for the 32nd ranked defense. Not in love with Neal after our experience with Becton. Well, that's a good point. That's how I feel about Neal as well, Bob. But I will say we definitely got impact players. Definitely. Jalen Petrie is a fantastic safety. Fantastic. We also got Brandon Smith and Cameron Thomas. So we helped out the defense. And we got Zach Von Valkenburg. But I'm with you. Those are legit gripes. Mindy says solid B. Nathan says B+. Matt says A-. Right. Yeah, Liam doesn't like the Neal pick either. Yeah, I really don't. I mean, I don't hate it, right? I'm not going to say that. I'm happy. I would be okay, but that wouldn't be my pick. And I'm hoping that it's not going to be their picks. We didn't get a corner. No. So we got Jeremy with the B+, Hank with a B+. And William Mapika says B+. Shownuff says A-. Liam gives it a B because he doesn't like the Neal pick. And hey, man, that's a pretty important pick not to like, right? Emanon says B+. Adrian says A+. Hoser says B. Bill Liebold gives it an A. There you go, Bill. There's only a couple A. Oh, Adrian gave it an A+, right? Yeah, there you go. Shibaldi. That's a tough word, Shibaldi. C plus, B minus. Hawk gives it a B plus. I agree. And listen, we haven't even talked about what we do in free agency, right? This is just a draft. This draft alone, added to our team, is improving many holes. Think about it. We got Jerry Judy and Bo Melton to add to the wide receiver room. We got Evan Neal and Cole Strange to add to the offensive line. We got a new safety, Jalen Petrie. We got a new edge rusher, Cameron Thomas. We got another linebacker, Brandon Smith. We added 2 blocking, receiving tight ends in Trey McBride and Charlie Kolar. We grabbed a very, very strong running back in Brian Robinson, right? Like, we helped him, man. We got Zach Valkenberg. But he does. That's why we like him so much, James. He really does. Hoser says B plus because Judy, right? You can't forget Judy, right? Much improved. He gives it an A minus, Jim Pock. Rob V gives it an A. Even with the Neal pick, I still think it's an A. This is a fantastic draft. It really is. Gangrene says, we disagree with a lot and still managed to balance out and improve a lot of areas. Juiced up the offense by a lot. I'd go A if we got IK over Neal, but B plus. Perfect. See, that's the coolest thing. You know, like when you go on Jets Twitter or even like some message boards like the Great Jetnation, sometimes when you have these disagreements with people, you just see things differently. It gets to like violence, right? It's like, you're a piece of shit. Like you see all that stuff. The truth is we can deconstruct this stuff. We can take a look and come to an agreement. Maybe you wanted Christian Harris at linebacker over Brandon Smith. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe you wanted Asamoah there. He was on the board when we took him, but we still got a good linebacker, you know? Our draft is like your beard. Ugly. There you go. Thanks, Alex. Jack Burke says, good night, y'all. Later, Jack. Jason says, A minus. Wasn't super happy with Neal at 4, but a solid A with Judy trade and the rest. I agree. Chris Felice says it's a B. Who was the first quarterback taken? Oh, that's interesting. I don't even know how to do that now. Can I go back? Full results. Let's see. The first quarterback was Matt Corral to the Panthers. So they traded a second, a fourth, and a sixth for Sam Darnold, committed to pay him for his 5th year, and then used their first-round pick on a quarterback. Now let's look at the Panthers. Look at this, guys. I want to point something out. This is what the Jets used to do. Maybe not exactly, but this feels very Jetsy. They traded so many picks last year, and they ended up being, 5-win team? They traded away trying to build this super team with all the cornerbacks. You know, he brought in like 3 additional cornerbacks via trade, went and traded for Sam Darnold. He traded away everything. They have a first-round pick, which in reality they should use on a quarterback, even after that. And their next pick is 101 players later. That's what they get. That is what the Jets mortgage the future to try and do it now, and then you fail at doing it now. It's crazy. This is, just take a look. And I liked Matt Rule as our coach. He next to McCarthy, he was the coach I wanted. So I'm not going to go all revisionist history on you guys. But what Matt Rule is doing down there is insane. He brought in Joe Brady a year and a half later, he fires him. Everybody loved Joe Brady. He cut Cam Newton, went and signed Teddy Bridgewater to a 3-year, $63 million contract, traded him away for a 6th, and still paid $17 million on his contract for the Denver Broncos. Then he traded 3 picks, a 2nd, a 4th, and a 6th, for Sam Darnold, the 32nd ranked quarterback in the NFL. And now he has 1 pick in the first 106 picks and they got to take a quarterback most likely, unless they don't even have the ammo to trade for like another quarterback, like Jimmy Garoppolo or I mean, maybe you can get Jimmy G for a first. I don't know. But that is what mismanagement looks like. And he doesn't have his offensive coordinator. And C-Mac is always hurt. You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy town. So just telling you, Alex gives it a D plus. Neil is not. I know. People say that he's a guard. He can play it, but he's not a guard. I'm sure he would do fine in there. But again, like I said in my podcast this week, the reason that we want to take a tackle is because we're spooked, right? We're freaked out about Becton, Fance on the last year of his contract. But the truth is we have 2 top-tier tackles. If Becton's healthy, he's fine. He's very, very good. We have 2 tackles under contract. So the only reason to draft a tackle at 4 is because we're spooked about Becton. We don't think he's going to be healthy. And the backup to that is that he can slide in and play guard, so it fixes that hole. It's kind of nuts, in my opinion. That's funny, James Thrice. Now, you know what? I'm going to put that in the poll next week, James. I'm going to say one of the options is we cannot take Trey McBride. How's that sound? Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I don't know what Jake's source is, so I'd have to ask him. But it'd be an interesting one. Let me ask you guys this. Have a great night, Matt. Let me ask you this. Would you trade the number 10 overall for like Chase Young? Would you trade number 4 overall for Chase Young? But I did say that, Yoshi. You weren't listening. I said my exact words were they traded away Teddy Bridgewater for a 6th-round pick and still had to pay his $17 million contract. You're not listening to me, Yoshi. Why aren't you listening? Matt doesn't play by the rules. There you go. And don't forget, it's karma. Remember what Matt Rule did to us the first week of the season? Remember what he did? He changed all of his defensive numbers. He got it cleared by the NFL earlier in the week and didn't announce it to us until the day before the game. What is that? Like, why? It's a competitive edge. Okay. Seems like an unsportsmanlike thing to do. That's me. Now, am I old? Yeah, a little older. I see things old school in many respects. But to me, what is that? Why are you changing all your players' numbers and not telling us till the day before the game so we don't know who's who? Like, okay, that's what you got to do? Okay. You know what's funny, though, Rob V? Matt Rule got a 5-year contract, $10 million a year. Right? Is it? Let me see here. I got to look because I think O'Leary told me it's even longer. Let me see. Matt Rule's contract, $62 million. Oh, so he had to pay $6 million to Baylor to buy Rule's contract. Let me see. Carolina hired Rule to a 7-year, $62 million contract. So not quite $10 million. I think the first year was $10 million or something. Maybe I have that wrong. In addition to providing $6 million to buy Rule out from Baylor. So he gave Rule $62 million and paid $6 million so he can have the right to give Matt Rule $62 million. Dude, that's like I said, that's the shit that the Jets have been doing a long time. And I like Matt Rule as far as what he can do. I don't like him as a person or anything. I don't know him. You think he seems like a scumbag to me? You know? I don't think so either, Braden. Now, if it was Deshaun Watson for Chase Young straight up, I think they'd do that. depending on obviously Watson's legal stuff. But I mean, dude, if you have the opportunity to get Deshaun Watson for one player, you do it. You do it. Deshaun Watson is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the entire league. Now, by favorite, of course, you guys know I don't root for anybody. I root against. That's what I do. So the team that I'm rooting against, therefore, the other team has players that I root for, but it's by default. But Deshaun Watson was the guy I wanted in the Jamal Adams draft. He was the guy we should have taken. And I think honestly, I think he's top 3 in the league. No question. Yeah, let's see. So Joe says if Thibodeau's not there, and probably Hutchinson as well. So if our guys are gone, he would have no problem trading number 4 for Chase Young. Me neither. I mean, Chase Young got injured last year, though. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing. Yeah, Rob V says 4 or 10 for Chase Young 100 out of 100 times. I know, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Did he say that, Nathan? Nathan Colgrove says Tepper said Rule reminded him a lot of himself. And look at where they are. That's like Woody going, I hired this guy because he reminds me of me. Like, oh, no. Oh, God. You know? Yeah, I agree. Mindy Adams, worst coaching contract in recent history. Yeah, man. And, the thing is, like, I still think that what the Jets did, what Mike McCagnon did to Matt Rule, when they were all, dude, he was locked in as our head coach. It was a done deal. And Mike McCagnon would not let him hire his own coordinators. He wanted to force Greg Williams and Adam Gase on him. That's the rumor. He wanted Greg Williams as defense and Adam Gase on the offense. And he wanted Matt Rule because he's a rookie NFL head coach. So he thought he could push him around. And Matt Rule said, pound of salt. Beat it. And I think he's right to do so. Imagine that. They want you to be the leader, but they don't let you pick together. They don't let you bring your guys. Like, what the hell is that? No, I got to check on that. I'll read into that, Joe. I didn't hear any of the new comments from Thibodeau. Listen, let me tell you something. At the combine, Thibodeau is going to light it up, in my opinion. Now, I don't know how many drills he's going to take part in, but that guy is made for the combine. He's going to light it up. And I bet after the combine, there's at least some discussions about him being the first overall pick again. What we need quarterbacks and offensive linemen to have great combines, like tackles. What we really want to see is this. What we want to see is Evan Neal go first to the Jags. We got to see Malik Willis go second to the Lions. And then we got to see like an offensive lineman or another quarterback go to the Texans. That's what we should see. That's what we should want. If that happens and we're left with Aiden Hutchinson, Thibodeau, Karlaftis, Hamilton, like we got all the guys, Icky, Cross, then we can pick our own edge rusher, whoever we want. I'm not convinced. I think Aiden Hutchinson is absolutely the right ilk for our team, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if they like him like we do. I'm not saying they don't, but I don't know. Remember, he had those comments about preferring to be in a 2-point stance. He feels more comfortable in a 2-point stance than a 3-point stance. No, I don't know if our defense is going to allow him to do that. If they're like, yeah, whatever, 2-point stance, then it's fine. But let me tell you that, and I made a video on this, but did you know that Boye Mafe, before the Senior Bowl, the New York Jets contacted him and said, we want you to play in a 3-point stance in the Senior Bowl. We want you to practice that way, and we want you to play that way. Up to that point, Boye Mafe had never practiced 3-point stance, probably here and there, but he said I'd never done that before. So he had a couple days before the Senior Bowl. He practiced a little bit in 3-point. Then he went down there, did the Senior Bowl week and the Senior Bowl game in a 3-point stance, and he dominated. Now, why would they do that? Because they wanted to see him in their defense. So when Aiden Hutchinson is saying that he prefers 2-point stance, he's much more comfortable in a 2-point stance, does that neutralize him somewhat? I mean, he seems like the kind of guy that can work through it. But again, pick 4. You don't want to be taking guys you have to be somewhat of a project. Now, I love Aiden Hutchinson, but it's just one of those weird things, you know? Wild Billy Boy, thanks for the super chat, my man. He says, your throw the fans a bone take was hilarious. Oh, you like that? Did you guys see it yet? Here, I'll show you right now. I'll show you guys. So, let me see. Hold on. Where is it? What the hell's going on? Oh, come on with this. So I'll show you. That's I hope that the joke landed. You know, so you know what's funny, dude? Billy Boy, more than one person, and I mean quite a few, 5 or 6, told me that I was an idiot of sorts for wanting Anthony Barr. So you can see it, like, you know, they didn't finish the video. They didn't watch the joke. The joke didn't land. I got sad. All right, you guys ready for this? Here, I'll show you this. Let me see. Come on, open. All right, so here, I'll share this with you. And thanks, Wild Billy Boy. So here you go. This is my take on how we should enter free agency. And this is a clip from my Jets pod that was just out today. Oh, here it is. Okay. You ready? Okay, here you go, guys. Let me know if you can't hear it. We're going to call Anthony Barr from the Minnesota Vikings, and we're going to say, hey, we'd like you to come here. We're going to overpay you. We're going to give you $10 million a year for 3 years, guaranteed. How's that sound? So you go, okay, well, it feels better going to the Jets now. You're in better hands. I think it's a good fit, blah, 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 blah. That's during the negotiating window. We're going to call them first thing and say $10 million for 3 years, all guaranteed. That's $30 million. And then about 4 hours before we can actually sign these guys, we're going to call his agent and we're going to say, we changed our mind. We just can't do it. We're sorry, Anthony Barr. How's that sound? Now, do you think Joe Douglas holds a grudge? No, of course he doesn't. That was done before he was even here. But he's listening. He's feeling the vibe from Jets fans. And this is what we call throwing the dog a bone. Thank you, Joe Douglas. I feel much better about the Anthony Barr situation. Thank you. So what do you think of that? Oh, there's no sound? It's good? It's too low? Really? Well, here, let me do it again. Why isn't it loud? What the hell? All my levels are up. You can't hear it? You guys. Did you guys hear it? Liam says it's good. He says it's a bit better. You want me to play it again? Could you guys hear it? Oh, it was low. I wonder why. Why is it low? See, this is the stuff. What the hell? I don't know how to fix that. I need my wife. Just a bit quiet. Okay. Well, I hope you guys heard it. If not, there is, I put that little clip out as a YouTube short, and I put the video out as well. It's called Jets Pod number 60. A realistic approach to free agency. So you were picking up the sound through my mic, maybe. That's weird. Maybe that's what was going on. I don't know. I hope you guys can hear it. But anyway, it's out there. So yeah, man. So we had a good draft tonight. some interesting things, trading for Jerry Judy. Do I think that we're really going to do that? I don't. That's my thought. I don't. I'm not saying that I don't think the Jets are going to trade. I actually think we're going to. I think we're going to trade. Now, if we trade number 4, I don't know. I don't know if we would commit to a trade before the draft at number 4, unless it was like an overpay, like something like what the Niners gave last year to move up with the Dolphins. Now they moved back. So they moved back all the way to 12, I think it was. And then they went and they traded back up to 6, remember? So they gained like a first out of it or something weird like that. Forget exactly what they did. I thought it was a little too fancy. Thought it was just a little too fancy. They could have stayed where they were and got Jamar Chase. Look, Waddle's fine. He's just an injury guy. He was injured again last year for a little bit, but he's still freaking great. But anyway, I think so if Joe Douglas commits to a trade before the draft, it's going to have to be an overpay. It's going to have to be an overpay. What do you guys think? Did you hit the little share or computer audio? Yeah, I did. Good. Did you guys want to see it again? I can fix it. Let me see. Echo automatically adjust mic volume. Yeah, I don't know. It's out there. I don't want to do it again. So Manny says Aaron Rodgers just made a cryptic Instagram post, made it seem like he's leaving. I think he is leaving. I think that somebody is absolutely going to give Green Bay the 2 firsts that they want and probably more for Aaron Rodgers. And that's where the trade that we made tonight, this is what Daniel Jeremiah was talking about. Now, do I think it's going to happen like that? I don't know. I really don't. I don't think we're going to trade and get Jerry Judy. I saw one little rumor or comment, maybe somebody said that they could throw in, so it could be the number 10 overall pick for Jerry Judy and Kyle Fuller, because the new coach, remember, Kyle Fuller went there because of Fangio. So now that they have, what's his name? The guy from Green Bay. You know what I mean? That he's not going to have any desire to play with the same guy. So Fangio had Kyle Fuller before, so that's why he went over there. So I don't know. Maybe the new guys don't want him. And so maybe they throw him in to try to sweeten that pot. They lose 2 contracts. So they try to sweeten that pot to be able to get Aaron Rodgers. I mean, dude, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, if you can get Aaron Rodgers, like you're Denver, you have not had a quarterback since Peyton Manning, really. You've used some draft picks on quarterbacks. What was that guy? They used the first on, what the hell was his name? In the same draft as Wentz and Goff, there was another guy. Lynch, what was his name? Paxton, right? What was his name? Paxton Lynch? Was that his name? Maybe Paxton Lynch. So, but if they can get Aaron Rodgers, don't forget the last time that they got a great quarterback that was considered near the end of his career, they went to the Super Bowl twice and won one. So it's worth it. That's Elway. He would do it. He's not the leader anymore, so to speak. But anyway, it's like if they can do it, like Kyle Fuller, throwing in Kyle Fuller is not going to be a deal breaker. If they can really get pick 10, so let me ask you guys this. Realistically, if the real offer was on the table, number 10 for Jerry Judy, Kyle Fuller, and a third, are you doing that? Paxton Lynch. Thank you, Ray. There it is. Paxton, thank you. Liam, thank you. Yeah, but John, do you want Ridley? I don't know, man. That spooks me. Mental health is not something to play around with. Now, obviously, I'm a mental health therapist. I've been in mental health a long time. So I'm not saying he's irredeemable or any of that stuff, but it's like, I don't know, giving up our premium assets for a guy that could have some difficulty the next couple of years trying to get this in order. I have no interest in that for the Jets. You know what I mean? You like Gardner, huh? Yeah, I like him too. I do. I'm really hoping that they don't go cornerback up top, but if they did, I get it. And I wouldn't be upset. It's just not what I'm hoping. I want to see edge. I want to see pass rush. That's what I want to see. I want to see the pass rush be the thing that helps the cornerbacks. They're all in year 2. Bring in a vet. That's what I think. Go get a vet just to round out the room, put some experience in there, and focus on edge. That's me. But if they did that, Nathan, I wouldn't be bent out of shape. I get it. Alex brings up the number 4 to Philly for 15 and 16. Yeah, I don't think they're going to want to do that, though. I mean, you're losing you're losing a top 5 pick, though, too. I just don't think that they're going to want to do that because they have 3 first-round picks. And they could, 3 firsts, man. You can really have a nice influx of talent. But if they really want somebody at 4, would you do it, though? Would you do it? I don't know. That's where I am, JJ. Again, if they draft Evan Neal or Aquanu or Cross with pick 4, what that's telling us is they are worried about Mekhi Becton. That's what that's telling us. That's the message for me. Maybe it's like, hey, this is Mekhi Becton's wake-up call. He's going to make it or he's not right now with us. And then you inspire Mekhi Becton to bust his ass and be the guy that we all think he can be. And then you have George Fant's replacement next year. I do get it. Again, I just think number 4, you want an immediate impact player. Right? Wouldn't you? Jason Valente says he'd take Juedy and Fuller and a third. Would you take just Juedy and Fuller? I guess you would, huh? Yeah, Osweiler too. That's right. Remember that weird Osweiler trade they did with the Texans? Remember that? So they can save money. Let's see what we got. Orphanage Builder DeGrom says, no, the 10th pick is much more valuable than that. Then Jerry Judy, Kyle Fuller, and a third? I don't know. Let's see. And the third is just gravy. Right, I got it. Okay, I see it. You followed yourself. Wild Billy Boy says, I really like George Pickens or David Bell in the second or third. So do I, man. Like, look, there's the injury, right, with Pickens. But there's the injury to Jamison Williams, and there's the injury to Godwin, and on and on and on. These injuries, they happen. Now, we're the Jets, and you don't want to see, like, us put a lot of faith in that. Like, you don't want to see us use a first-round pick on an injured guy. But at the same time, man, if you think you can get George Pickens at pick 69, taking Traylon Burks or Drake London with pick 10 doesn't make sense to me. Now, if you like him so much more, I don't think Pickens is making it to 69 though, but you can get him at 38 probably. You can even trade back a little bit. Maybe you don't want to play that Mims game again. I loved that trade. I loved the Mims trade. I hated it when it happened, but I loved when we landed at 58 and we got Mims. I almost cried. I couldn't believe it. But I don't know if I want to do it again. I don't know what's up with that fella. You know what I mean? Orphanage says, Greenbean, I'll be pissed off if we take Stingley at 4 or 10. Guy is so injury prone, and a lot of mock drafts have us. I know. We're not taking Derek Stingley. I would be blown away. Now, would I be mad? I'd be worried. I wouldn't be mad because again, if they decide to use their first round pick on a lockdown cornerback prospect, you can't argue with it. I get it. It's not what I want to see, but you get it. But it, like you said, Stingley, scary. Thanks, Yoitz. The beard is the goat. Thank you. Somebody told me it was ugly before. Like me, like my draft. He said, your guy's draft is ugly like his beard. Isn't that nice? R. Thompson says, I haven't been here in a while. How you doing? Good, man. Glad to see you. Welcome back. Matthew Smith says, take Tibbs at 4, Jermaine Johnson at 10, Myjai Sanders at 35, Trayvon Walker at 38, and that will fix our edge problem. Indeed it would. Indeed it would. I would rather see Boye Mafe instead of Sanders there, but hey, imagine we see something like that, like the whole draft is just edge rushers and offensive linemen. Imagine. That's it. We're done. We're going to have the best lines in the league, and that's the end of that. Wild Billy Boy says, David Bell or George Pickens. Oh, I guess we were just talking about that, but yeah, I would take Pickens over David Bell. Yeah, Jason agrees. He says Pickens over Bell. Yeah, I agree. I would take. I love George Pickens. I think he's fantastic. New York Jets Smoking Lounge says A to you. A. Is that your business, New York Jets Smoking Lounge? That'd be cool. The reason Philadelphia has 3 firsts is that they were looking for a franchise quarterback. They will be looking to get. Philly has looking to get a first in 2023 because they don't think any of these quarterbacks are franchise worthy. The reason they have the 3 firsts is that they were looking for a franchise quarterback. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they feel about Jalen Hurts. You know, I don't know. I just think Philly is going to use their 3 first-round picks and bolster their team with 3 premium talents, right? Let me show you something here. Let's take a look at this. Here, I'll show you something. So here's their picks real quick, just so you can see it. Wait, where'd it go? Okay. Okay, you see it? All right. So this is Philadelphia's picks, highlighted in green. Whoops, what'd I do? Get that done. Where'd it go? I keep losing everything. I'm old. All right. So here's what they got. They got pick 15, 16, and 19. I don't like that view. 15, 16, and 19 here. I hope you guys can see it. Then they have 1 second. What are you doing, Jeremy? Why are you calling me? What is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get it. No sweat. Where's my mods? Jeremy, you're a mod, dude. Why can't you take that shit out of there? You know, why isn't, right, guys? Why isn't Jeremy helping? Why can't he clean that out? He's calling me, telling me we got spam, but he won't clean it. Fix your thing, Jeremy, and clean it. You're a mod. Maybe not with this channel. Damn bot. Yeah, I think I got it right. Isn't that the only one? That's I think that's it. Yeah, they're gone. You are a mod. You changed video, you changed channels. I know, right, JJ? They're useless. You are a mod. You're the one who changed channels. I made you a mod. I know, JJ. It's fucking bullshit. Let me see. Manny Roman says, I think we should go. Oh, no, but let me finish the. Sorry, Manny. So here's what Philadelphia has. Okay. So they have the 3 first, then they have 51 at a second, then they have 1 third, 1 fourth, 3 fifths, a 6th, and a 7th. So they can do so much, especially they have 4 top 50 picks of 51. For just like we have 4 top 50 picks, but 3 of theirs happens to be in the first. Now look, 15, 16, and 18. Do you realize the damage? Like, you let the beginning of the draft just fall. You let people make mistakes. You let them make the hard decisions, and you let these guys fall to you. You take 2 players in a row, and then 2 picks later, you pick another one. Like, dude, just the way that lays out for them, they can crush this draft. Like right there, they could get, just as an example, they can get Traylon Burks, Linderbaum, and Jermaine Johnson right there. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. That's the influx. Garrett Wilson, whoever they want to go with Devontae Smith. Well, let's do this. You want to see it? Look, so here's our picks. Here's what we look like. Can you guys see that okay? Is it hard to see? It's probably really small, right? Let me see. Is that better? It's a little better, right? So you look at how ours lays out. I love to look at it. I love this visual. I like looking at it like this. I can see where we're going. So we have 4 top 40 picks. Now, theoretically, you could argue that our situation is better than the Eagles. It's not, but you could. Well, it is actually. 4 and 10. We have both of our firsts are before they pick, and then both of our seconds are before their second. So we do have a better situation. Even though they have 3 firsts, our situation is enviable. And then we have 69, 110, you know. But look at this. The problem is all this on the back end. You know? We have nothing. We have a long time to wait. You know? Would I trade 10 for 15 and 16? I would. I would trade number 10 for 15 and 16 every day of the week. Mikey Mouse. I know what Cyril Devine. I feel similarly. I don't know if I hate Jalen Hurts. I mean, I think he's got a lot of potential, man. I think they just gotta do it right. You know what I mean? They got to take care of him and all that. I think he's a good enough quarterback. You know, I don't know who's going to slip to them. You know, which quarterbacks are going to slip to them. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. You want to take another one? Right? Our green does look much higher. Who else you guys want to see? You want to see let's look at the Dolphins. Nope, that didn't work. What was it? Oh, Miami. Look at Miami. So they got a long gap here between 50 and 101. They got 51 picks in the way. You know, that's long. It's a long time. After your second, like by the time you make that pick, by the time your third comes, 51 players are now no longer there. That's a nice long stretch. That's like us last year with our thirds. When we traded our thirds for AVT, and they gave us pick 106, I think it was, the fourth. That was a long time to wait from pick 34 all the way to the 4th round. I forget which pick was ours, the first one. What other players you want to see? I don't want to think. I agree. I think if we came out of the first round with Thibodeau and Hamilton, we will have dramatically increased the talent and athleticism on our defense. Dramatically. I would love it. That's like my best case scenario. I mean, best case would be Aiden Hutchinson, I think. But I like Thibodeau too, even though I've kind of explored and done some deep diving, and I don't necessarily love him like I thought I did, but I definitely, if he's there at 4, you take him. So let's see. We'll do one more. Joe Grana. says, what exactly does mental health specifically mean? It's such a broad description and an individual strife. Only Ridley knows if he wants to play again. Well, I mean, that's a real broad stroke, right? Mental health means that there's something emotionally that's going on with you that you don't know how to get past, or you simply cannot get past with normal means, right? So mental health in Ridley's specific scenario is that for whatever the reason, he couldn't finish the season. He just didn't come with them to London. Remember that? He needed to leave the team. And they said it was, the rumors were out of Atlanta, is that it had something to do with the way he was handling the team, right? So he couldn't handle it. Now, again, it's very, very broad, so we don't know a lot of details. But when I speak, what I'm saying is that if the guy couldn't handle the situation in Atlanta for whatever it was, new coach, you know what I mean? Whatever it was, if he felt too much pressure in Atlanta, when he comes to New York, it's going to be blood in the water. Our guys are the worst. Our beat, they're the slimiest, you know? They would love to unearth whatever's going on with him for their story. They would love it. So it's going to be significantly more intense, more pressure. So it's a concern. You know, I don't know what it is. Is it he's bipolar? Who knows? Is he clinically depressed? I don't know. Is he, riddled with anxiety and panic disorder? I don't know. But like when I say it, I'm just saying there's a concern there. And when it is mental health, if it is a mental health concern, it is realistic that somebody never gets past it, number one. Number two, they ebb and flow with it, so they can peaks and valleys with the mental health thing. Like 1 month they're good, and then all of a sudden they have an episode and they're not around the team. And again, to take somebody's life and apply it to football, once it gets there, I don't mean to come off as insensitive in any capacity, but I'm just looking at it through our lens as Jets fans. That's it. And remember Brandon Marshall had all that stuff in the beginning. It took him years to get past where he spoke about it later. I forget exactly what it was, but he said that it took a bunch of different medication regimens and all that kind of stuff to get past it. He was a very difficult person to deal with because of his issues, and then he finally got it. Okay, I see it. So anyway, where the Jets are concerned, it's just one of those things where if you don't know how severe it is, how could you give away an asset for the guy? That's just, and I'm dancing around, Joe, So, all right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, it's very real. Believe me, I suffer with mental health issues. It's very real. And when it comes, man. There's no getting around it. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this up. We've gone about 30 minutes long. I want to remind you guys about this week, what we're doing. If you haven't joined my Patreon yet and you're considering doing it, this is the week to do it, man. This Wednesday night, we are getting together and rewatching in a private Patreon room, like a live stream where everybody can interact and everything. We are getting together and we're rewatching the 1998 Jets home playoff game against the Jaguars. So it's a blast, man. We watched the Midnight Miracle last month. We're going to do the Jets Colts playoff game, Peyton versus Chad in, the next time. And there's all kinds of, we do weekly positional breakdowns. Last week we did cornerbacks. I think it might be wide receivers next. But anyway, we're doing all sorts of cool shit. Plus you get the early release of the podcast. Tier 3 even gets a guest host spot on the Monday Night Mock. One of these, you'll be with me up here on screen. That's one of the things. Plus you get a free t-shirt and everything. But anyway, the link to subscribe to my Patreon is right in the description of the video, and I greatly appreciate it. Any support helps me keep doing what I'm doing. It helps me continue to be able to do this like I do and focus on it. So I appreciate it. And guys, very simple. If you haven't liked the video, now's the time. Come on. You've been in here with me all night. Hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. It's greatly appreciated. And man, it changes the whole algorithm. It exposes me to new avenues through YouTube. You know, certain things got to happen or else they won't let you grow. It's just the way it is. So you can let me grow if you like and subscribe. So guys, you're the best. Good night to you. Good night. There you go. Jeremy's in there. Yeah, it's such a good group too. We had a friggin' blast last time. So anyway, please consider my Patreon and don't forget to like and subscribe. And you guys have a fantastic night. And I'll see you the next time. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to have a video tomorrow and I'll have the Thursday thick of it this week as well. All right, guys, have a good night.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Johnny Lamb Jones. Wide receiver. As a season ticket holder of the Jets, I'm going to fool Ken O'Brien of California Davis.
Obviously, the Jets know something that, you know, the people up there don't.
Fullback. Roger Vick. Jeff Wagaman.
Jets just don't understand the dress all back.
Blair Thomas, running back, Penn State. Johnny Mitchell. The New York Jets select tight end from Penn State, Kyle Brady. Vernon Ghost.
Cleveland's graded the 5th pick to the New York Jets. And with the 5th pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, New York Jets select Mark Sanchez.
D. Milner. Smith. Jets select quarterback Christian Hackenberg.
Sam Darnold.
The New York Jets select Zach Wilson.
Future Pro Bowler, Elijah Moore.
Michael Carter, running back.